Skylar Grey featuring Polo G, Mozzy, the Cold Blood, Eminem. Last one standing. Let's go. Yo, what's happening, my Bar.Miztah fam? What's happening? Yo, you don't know already, it's your boy Bar.Miztah, blood. We are back in the ends, of course, but you don't know who he is. This is why you're here. Let's not stick, blood. Skylar Grey featuring Polo G, Mozzy, and Eminem, blood. Last one standing. Let's go, man. You don't know what it is, blood. The can's already up. We've been sticking, we've been playing. Let's see, man. Yo, it's been long overdue. I know, blood. You see my boy just yo, what's, you got me that? But I don't see, blood. You get me? I'm here. Just been doing some stuff, blood. You know how it is. You know how it is. Let's go, man. Right.
Now you see me standing in the lights, but you never saw my sacrifice, or all the nights I had to struggle to survive. Had to lose it all to win the fight. I had to fall so many times. Oh, now I'm the last one standing.
Okay, so that is fire already. What I'll say is, Skylar, to me, we covered a couple of things with her before. I think she did some stuff with Eminem. We did, I'm pretty sure. But I do like collabs with Eminem and excuse me, man. I just had some drink and it just doing my head in blood. I do like Eminem's collabs with Jesse Ray's, blood. You get me? But Skylar now, Skylar's voice is very different. Yeah. I get a touch of Alanis Morissette in her voice. If there's any fans of Alanis out there, you know what I'm saying by that. I can't really explain it, blood, but there's a tone she hits from time to time. And there's a lot of emotion in her. What she said here is really deep, bro. You get me? Had to lose it all to win the fight. I had to fall so many times. Anything worth accomplishing, trust me, it's not going to be accomplished just like that, blood. You get me? There's usually a lot of stuff people don't see. But I don't want to be chatting too much, blood, because we've got a lot to do on this track, I'm sure. I mean, the GOAT's on it. You get me? Polo's on it. Let's see what's going on, guys.
All my sacrifice, or all the nights I had to struggle to survive. Had to lose it all to win the fight. I had to fall so many times. Oh,
facts, yeah. Facts.
now I'm the last one standing.
You
Polo
with
G
me on the cold block nights, now you front row for the spotlight. Now the diamonds in the out of my bright, just overseas for a fight flight.
You weren't with me on the way, said? Hold on, let me try it back. You weren't with me on the cold night, on the cold block nights. Now you front row for the spotlight, yeah? Man, don't want to go through the something with you, blood. When you're through the struggle, when you're through the come up, blood. Only when you make it, when things big, when, you know what I mean, you're popping, all of a sudden, man, they're like, yeah, they want to be there for that. Nobody want to put in the grind, blood. You get me? You always, how Ross said, how Rick Ross said, you wasn't with me when you're shooting in the gym. You get me?
Kobe, my nigga, I hate it, had to be him. Bitch, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym. Bitch, you weren't with me shooting in the gym.
Yeah, blood. Sick. Hey, let's go.
You weren't with me on the cold block nights, now you front row for the spotlight. Now the diamonds in the out of my bright, just overseas for a fight flight. Young nigga on bullshit and I ball on them Bill Cartwright. I can shine through the dark. I guess I always been a star type.
Okay, I didn't even expect all these kind of these metaphors, to be quite honest with you. That was kind of sick still. Watch this piece. I see the bulls, I see it. I see it.
You weren't with me on the cold block nights, now you front row for the spotlight. Now the diamonds in the out of my bright, just overseas for a fight flight. Young nigga on bullshit and I ball on them Bill Cartwright.
Yeah, young brother on BS, yeah? Bullshit, yeah? Bulls, yeah, he on some shit like the Bulls, blood. Bill Cartwright, shout out Bill, man. You get me? You know I can shine through the darkness. I guess I've always been the star type. The star shine. I've always been the star type. You always shine anyway, blood. You get me?
Shine through the dark. I guess I always been a star type. That lightning made my heart fight. Could have been a victim of a hot pipe. Took a million risks just to get to this, cause we ain't the ones that the cops like. Been so many times God tested me. They only see the answers I got right. They commented.
Been so many times God tested me. They only see the answers I got right, blood. So man think you out here just winning. They ain't know about them times on the grind like I was talking about before, blood. You're on the grind, blood, and you try this and fail, and you try this when it fail, you try that when it fail, and the last time when you try it is when it's gonna work, blood. You get me? A man just see you just doing things out and like, thing, but they don't know, blood. It's a grind, be. Trust me, it's a grind. It's a grind.
And all on the blocks trying to tell me how to live my life. And I waited so patiently. If you could take off, don't wait for me. No days off, grind faithfully. I keep thanking God for saving me. Frontline showcasing our bravery. I know that top spot, it was made for me. It all paid off, so we felt the struggle so painfully.
Now you see me standing in the lights, but you never saw my sacrifice, or all the nights I had to struggle to survive.
I didn't give a one for the chorus. That's fine.
Lose it all to win the fight. I had to fall so many times. Oh, now I'm the last one standing.
It's dope. It's really nice.
Yeah,
Mozzy.
You know the code, we gotta live by it. Never mind all the ice cubes on his wrist wearing the big body. Live by the gun, get body during hella time in that cell. It was hella times where I failed when I had to double back from them L's. Bet he don't double back when he tell.
There was hella times that I failed when I had to double back from them L's. From them losses, you had to come back again, bro. Hella times, B. Hella times, but as I said, you don't see that.
Ice cubes on his wrist wearing
It's a crazy tune, by the way.
the big body. Live by the gun, get body during hella time in that cell. It was hella times where I failed when I had to double back from them L's. Bet he don't double back when he tell. Cause it ain't no coming back when you tell. Why would you leave me here by myself? A nigga be lonely. Hey, I blew the whole.
That's off, but it sound good. There's no coming back when you tell. So he's saying, like, basically, snitching he's talking about, yeah. He's saying how to come back from that, bro. You get me? I like this part. Let's pull it back. That change of cadence is nice.
It was hella times where I failed when I had to double back from them L's. Bet he don't double back when he tell. Cause it ain't no coming back when you tell. Why would you leave me here by myself? A nigga be lonely.
It's just smooth, yeah. I'd be lonely. You know, it sounds
Time in that cell. It was hella times where I failed when I had to double back from them L's. Bet he don't double back when he tell. Cause it ain't no coming back when you tell. Why would you leave me here by myself? A nigga be lonely. Hey, I blew the whole bag on they flights, ain't leaving our homies.
Hey.
He really gained to get him a chain, no Cubans and conies. White Zime in the stogie, stood.
Yeah, so shout out to the maker of the video. I can't remember who this is, unfortunately. But shout out to the video, bro. But you know, as per usual, we always get typos and that. Unless it's a double I'm missing, I don't even know what conies is, blood. So enlighten me, but I'm pretty sure that's a typo. I'm pretty sure it's cubic zirconians he's talking about there, blood, yeah? Fake diamonds, basically, yeah? So get him a chain, no cubic, so get him a chain, a real chain, blood, when he's part of the sign, you get me, bro? That's what he's saying there. So that was a typo, I'm pretty sure. I'll put it back just to hear it again, just in case.
For myself, a nigga be lonely. Hey, I blew the whole bag on they flights, ain't leaving our homies. If he really gained to get him a chain, no Cubans and conies.
yeah.
Time in the stogie, stood firm, never folded. Furthest name from a rotor, you put the jacket on and you bogus. Yeah, big dog and they know it. I had to spin off.
Fire! Put the jacket on and you bogus, you fake, blood. Once you get wired up, being the man saying you're not about what you're about or what you should be about because you're in something, so you should be about that something. I know you all don't figure out what I'm saying, blood. I always get flagged, B, so I'm just, you know what I mean? I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered no more. If I tie, I get flagged, blood. Just wrap me in the flag, blood. You get me, anyway.
Get him a chain, no Cubans and conies. White Zime in the stogie, stood firm, never folded. Furthest name from a rotor, you put the jacket on and you bogus. Yeah, big dog and they know it. I had to spin off to stay focused. Long jab on the motion, we on the bandit ship when it's hopeless. I'd have been broke.
That's a bar. That's a bar, though. Bar.
Furthest name from a rotor, you put the jacket on and you bogus. Yeah, big dog and they know it. I had to spin off to stay focused. Long jab on the motion, we on the bandit ship when it's hopeless.
Longevity on the motion, longevity on the motion, longevity when it comes to the movements, bro. Keeping it moving, basically. Long-term things, but they get me. We don't abandon ship when it's hopeless. That's real talk, bless. I'm captain business there, you get me, then? Yeah.
Firm never folded. Furthest name from a rotor, you put the jacket on and you bogus. Yeah, big dog and they know it. I had to spin off to stay focused. Long jab on the motion, we on the bandit ship when it's hopeless. I'd have been broke before and they know.
Easy, like I made it overnight.
Oh, the bridge. That bridge is mad,
But you don't see the dark side and all of the monsters I defied and all of the nightmares made me stronger than life.
She sang that from her soul, blood. Her soul, I swear. Every word, man. Sick.
I defied and all of the nightmares made me stronger than life.
Go on.
Yeah. Y'all say I've changed. Really don't. Tell me. How so? I got all this bread. I'm still sourdough. I don't know. Square peg in a round hole, like a block of cheese in a paper towel roll. Rocky Balboa, never been no towel thrower.
What's that? 4 metaphors? Okay, let's go. That's 4 metaphors, man.
How so? I got all this bread. I'm still sourdough.
Sourdough, right? The bread sourdough, right? Okay, he's mellow though.
I don't know. Square peg in a round hole, like a block of cheese in a paper towel roll.
That gave me visuals immediately. I literally saw what he's talking about, blood. You get me like a block of cheese in a paper towel roll. You get me a square peg in a round hole, yeah? His syllables, of course, it's Eminem. They're just hitting, bro. You know what I mean? It's like, as I said, words were created for him, blood. You get me? Words weren't created and he used them. It's like, it's just the other way around, blood. It's crazy how he does this, man.
Y'all say, I've changed. Really though? Tell me how so? I got all this bread. I'm still sourdough. I don't know. Square peg in a round hole, like a block of cheese in a paper towel roll. Rocky Balboa, never been no towel thrower.
And that's the fourth one, Rocky Balboa, the towel thrower. You know, Rocky. You should. If you haven't seen it, go see it, man. Tough movies, blood. You get me? All of them. Check them out.
How so? I got all this bread. I'm still sourdough. I don't know. Square peg in a round hole, like a block of cheese in a paper towel roll. Rocky Balboa, never been no towel thrower. Even when I got kicked to the curb, life knocked my dick in the dirt. I got back up, flipped at the bird till I earned the attention I yearned. Not to mention, I learned how to turn resentment and hurt to an unquenchable thirst. In the simplest terms, is revenge of the nerd in every sense of the word.
Yup.
Knocked my dick in the dirt. I got back up, flipped at the bird till I earned the attention I yearned. Not to mention, I learned how to turn resentment and hurt to an unquenchable thirst. In the simplest terms, is revenge of the nerd in every sense of the word.
I always say that, man, and I know I always say it, but I've got to say it again, bro. If you were to just to read these bars, right? Like, say this tune came out and it just gave you to read, yeah, just like this, but you wasn't hearing them, yeah. You would never spit it the way he spits it. You wouldn't hear that in your head, bro. The guy just does different things with his words. You get me? I love the Revenge of the Nerds, by the way. But it's not even that I'm on about. I'm about the delivery, Dan. It's mad. But to me, he's mellow on this, you know. He's just kicking back and just doing the track, blood. You get me? I kind of like that, too. Yeah?
Life knocked my dick in the dirt. I got back up, flipped at the bird till I earned the attention I yearned. Not to mention, I learned how to turn resentment and hurt to an unquenchable thirst. In the simplest terms, is revenge of the nerd in every sense of the word. But all you see is the fame and the millions. You don't see the strength and resilience. How I wreck my brain, but it feels as if I'm trying to explain it to children. So a lot of this pain.
It's like I'm trying to explain it to children, blood. You don't see when he racks his brain. And I believe that because the way, as I said, his delivery, his bars are, that's at some level of thinking that's just different, man. You get me?
This terms is revenge of the nerd in every sense of the word. But all you see is the fame and the millions. You don't see the strength and resilience. How I wreck my brain, but it feels as if I'm trying to explain it to children. So a lot of this pain isn't healing. You're escaping if this anger is spilling. Almost like recreating the feeling of 9/11 when the second plane hit the building. So let him paint me the villain.
Yeah, M strikes again, bro. Because when I read that, or when I heard it at the same time, I literally got that feeling of when that occurred, bro. And I distinctly remember, it was freezing. It was freezing, blood. It was getting some snow, kind of mad things going on, blood. where the hell was I, boy? Think I was in London. But anyway, freezing, blood. And I had a bad cold. When I tell you, it's probably the worst cold I had in my life. Excuse me. I think it was the worst cold I had in my life. It was really bad. And I remember when someone mentioned it to me. Hey, this happened. I'm like, we talk about my cause you know, horrible, it's looking horrible, worse than this, blood. You know, it's horrible, blood. You got me, man. And I remember looking on the television, and when I saw that, no word of a lie, on everything, blood. Put this on everything, blood. All my symptoms left me, blood. I was no longer sick then. I still looked like trash, obviously, but all my bad feelings, the pain, everything left. I think it's the shock did that to me, but I will never forget that. That was insane, blood. And I remember thinking, yo, come my sister and that they tend to be around that area and that, man. You get me? I was like, shit, man, my fam, bro. And you couldn't contact anybody. It was a madness. Anyway, let's go.
Learn how to turn resentment and hurt to an unquenchable thirst. In the simplest terms, is revenge of the nerd in every sense of the word. But all you see is the fame and the millions. You don't see the strength and resilience. How I rack my brain, but it feels as if I'm trying to explain it to children. So a lot of this pain isn't healing. You're escaping if this anger is spilling. Almost like recreating the feeling of 9/11 when the second plane hit the building. So let him paint me the villain. Some of this just may be a symptom of having way too much income. But when you struggle every day just to get some, now all of this hate is a syndrome. When they can't relate what it stems from. Money looking like it grows on trees. Yeah, they're green, but those aren't leaves.
Fire. Money grows on trees, but that green, those aren't leaves. So obviously he's talking about, yeah, those aren't leaves, it's money you're seeing. But it's not that I want to touch on here. This. So let them paint you the villain. Some of this just may be a symptom of having way too much income. You see that? That's a bar. Let's carry on from there. There's another one similar.
Having way too much income.
That's a bar.
When you struggle every day just to get some. Now all of this hate is a syndrome.
This. Now all of this hate is a syndrome when they can't relate. You see, when people can't relate to you, is one of the two things happens. Either they hate or they fear, bro. Could be a bit of a mixture, you know what I mean, as well. But that is deep. As simple as he's delivering it, that is deep, bro. Fire. Let's go.
And the feeling of 9/11 when the second plane hit the building. So let him paint me the villain. Some of this just may be a symptom of having way too much income. But when you struggle every day just to get some. Now all of this hate is a syndrome. When they can't relate what it stems from. Money looking like it grows on trees. Yeah, they're green, but those aren't leaves. Suffice to say, with every sacrifice I made, it's like I gave up my life to fame. All the nights that I lied awake, nights I stayed up to write and pray. Had to claw.
He's doubled up his vocals on this part here, man. This production, the little producers in my head, bro. He's doubled up his voice in here, so it's like two of him singing here, but you could just hear it. You get me, then? It sounds good.
Yeah, they're green, but those aren't leaves. Suffice to say, with every sacrifice I made, it's like I gave up my life to fame. All the nights that I lied awake, nights I stayed up to write and pray. Had to claw, scratch, and fight my way. Just follow me and I'll light the way. Look to the hook if your sky look gray. Skylar rappers, how can we be?
It's obvious, isn't it? But I gotta say it, like, Skylar Grey. Skylar Grey, yeah. It's like her name was just made for the double.
All the nights that I lied awake, nights I stayed up to write and pray. Had to claw, scratch, and fight my way. Just follow me and I'll light the way. Look to the hook if your sky look gray. Skylar rappers, how can we be on the same level now when I gotta look down to see these clowns that are on the ground? Bitch, I got clouds beneath me. Ever since I put out the EP to the height of 2003, me. You ain't see the struggle to make it out the D because I made it somehow look easy.
Now you see me standing in the lights, but you never saw my sacrifice, or all the nights I had to struggle to survive.
Just want to say the very last 4 bars were very powerful, bro. Very, very powerful. He made a whole statement there, and it wasn't even obnoxious, but it was a powerful statement he made there, man. Trust me.
Had to lose it all to win the fight.
Trust me.
I had to fall so many times. Oh, now I'm the last one standing. Oh, now I'm the last one standing.
Reno Susuri, I hope I pronounced the name correct, man. Blessings for the video, be small typo and thing, but you know what I mean. Nobody's perfect, but yo, hands down, man. Let me just say this real quick, man. Listen, couple things I really like about that track, like really like about that track. One, the theme. Everyone kept to that theme, bro. Of being the last one standing from their point of view, bro. You get me? And 2, which should really be number 1 because I really like that. Emma's a way of destroying everybody, making you forget man on the track. This, I would say, everyone represented in their own rights, and I felt everyone on this, including, you get me, Skylar. To me, Skylar is like the most powerful element in the tune, to be honest, because that course is flames, baby. Yeah, I won't be yapping in them because you know I don't yap much. I yap all the time. Anyway, you can choose, before you can choose anything, spread love out there. Really important, but now you can choose this video. You can choose this playlist. But you know that we will be back shortly.